Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurna Biha binti Dahari. My matrix number 2230169. I'm from School of Social Sciences and today I would like to present about one of the most successful agriculture cooperative from Malaysia. This video assignment is for subject SEU224 Economics of Agricultural Marketing and Cooperative. For this video I will talk about SVV Holdings Berhad. This is one of the most successful agriculture cooperative in Malaysia. First and foremost, SVV Holdings Berhad is stand for Felda Global Ventures Holdings Berhad is well-known agricultural cooperative in Malaysia. It originated from the Federal Land Development Authority Felda, which was established in the 1950s to eradicate poverty by developing land through the cultivation of cash crops. Felda was established with a starting capital of Rm 10 million. From 1957 to 1990, Felda has since resettled 112,635 families. Next, for your more information, SVV Holdings Berhad is a Malaysian-based global agriculture business and food company. It is an affiliate of the Federal Land Development Authority Felda. It is the third largest palm oil company in the world by planted acreage. FVV manages a total land bank of 439,230 hectares in Malaysia and Indonesia, including land under land lease agreement law with Felda. The company produces approximately 3 million metric tons of crude palm oil annually. In 2009, FVV purchased 51% of the largest sugar refiner in Malaysia, MSM Malaysia Holdings from PP Group Berhad, founded by Robert Krook for Rm 1.25 billion. On July 3, 2018, the company dropped the phrase Felda Global Ventures from their corporate name and renamed as FVV Holdings Berhad. Next, moving on into the FGV's production. Firstly, we have palm oil production. This is one of the largest producers of crude palm oil CPO in the world. Our palm upstream business is the largest revenue generator and forms the core of the FGV. We offer a range of products in categories which are amongst the preferred choices for millions of households in Malaysia, such as cooking oil, margarine, instant noodles, creamer, coconut milk and rice. Our flagship household brands, Saji and Seri Pelangi. Secondly, we have sugar production. Our sugar sector operates mainly through our 51% owned subsidiary, MSM Malaysia Holdings Berhad. MSM is Malaysia's leading refined sugar producer and one of the largest standalone sugar refiners in Asia. In terms of capacity, MSM is involved in producing, marketing and selling refined sugar products under the flagship brand, Gula Product. Thirdly, we have FGV Rubber Industries SE and BHD. FGV RISB is one of the largest SNR producers in Malaysia and owns 4 factories throughout the country. On top of our domestic capacity, we also own a latex concentrate factory in Thailand and a factory in Cambodia producing Cambodian standard rubber CSR. We are also the sole producers of grain rubber products, namely FVV-NR and FGV-DP-NR in Malaysia. However, as I mentioned earlier, FGV Holdings Berhad is not just an agriculture cooperative, it is also business and food cooperative. For instance, logistics sectors providing services in bulking or storage and transport facilities. Other supporting businesses under this sector include information and communication technology ICT and hospitality. Here's are some products that produced by FGV Holdings Berhad from agriculture sectors. Then, moving on to next slides, is the roles FGV in the agricultural sector. First is market influence. FVV Holdings Berhad as a major player in the agriculture sector. FGV's pricing decisions and production levels can impact global commodity prices and market dynamics. They influence supply and demand trends in palm oil, rubber, and sugar markets. Second is global supply chain integration. FGV's operations are integrated into global supply chains for palm oil, rubber, and sugar. They supply these commodities to various industries worldwide, including food, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, and automotive. Third is employment and economic impact. FGV's operations provide employment opportunities, particularly in rural areas where their plantations are located. They contribute to local economies through job creation, infrastructure development, and tax revenues. Lastly, technological innovation. FGV invests in research and development to enhance agricultural productivity, sustainability practices, and technological advancements. Their innovations in farming techniques and crop management contribute to the broader agricultural sector's advancement. Next, I want to talk about the impact of FGV on agricultural sector. Firstly, environmental impact, which is the agricultural practices of FGV, particularly in palm oil production, can have environmental implications. Issues such as deforestation, biodiversity loss, and greenhouse gas emissions are concerns associated with large-scale palm oil plantations. Second is social impact, is where FGV's operations can impact local communities, both positively and negatively. Positive impacts include providing employment opportunities and infrastructure development. However, negative impacts might include land disputes, displacement of indigenous communities, and social conflicts. Third is impact in economic contribution. FGV's activities contribute to the economy through employment generation in rural areas where their plantations and operations are located. They also contribute to government revenues through taxes and royalties. Thus, we're moving on into the criteria for successful that faced by the FGV Holdings Berhad. Firstly, the proportion and reach in FGV Holdings Berhad. FGV is one of the largest and most diversified agricultural and agri-commodities companies in Malaysia, with extensive operations both domestically and internationally. Next, coordinated operations, which is FGV operates across the entire value chain of agriculture, from plantation to processing and distribution, which allows for greater efficiency and control over quality and costs. After that, technology development by the FGV cooperatives. The cooperative has adopted modern agricultural practices and technologies, enhancing productivity and sustainability in its operations. Lastly, is economic significance. FGV has contributed significantly to Malaysia's economy through job creation, export earnings, and investment in rural areas, thereby fostering socio-economic development. Following this is the challenges that faced by the FGV Holdings Berhad is firstly, the operational inefficiency. The cooperative struggled with managing operations effectively, leading to significant financial losses due to leaks and inefficiencies in the system. Next is aging assets. At the time of listing, over half of FGV's oil palm estates had old trees due to previous decisions to cut costs by not replanting adequately, which hindered optimal production. Afterwards, ineffective organizational structure. The existing organizational setup did not align well with shareholder interests, prompting a need for restructuring to enhance shareholder value. Last but not least, I will talk about the FGV's policies that related in agriculture economics. First is promoting inclusive economic growth. For example, is enhancing livelihood, profitability and efficient use of resources and obligations of value chain partners. Next is protecting the environment. For instance, FGV will efficiently use of natural resources, protecting high biodiversity value and high conservation value area, also waste management. That's all from me. Thank you for your time and attention by watching and listening to my video. Bye bye.